Engineers unveil bonkers prototype for a crash-proof plane following Air India disaster. So we're getting a clanker. Call them airplane bags. In the wake of the tragic Air India crash, engineers have designed a new AI-powered safety system to prevent future in-flight mishaps. What they came up with seems just plain ridiculous. An aircraft equipped with outside airbags, but it apparently could save lives. So basically, I guess the idea is, right, when it comes down, right, you would have, right, like some thrusters or something to like boost the, right, to try and slow down the plane as it's right coming in hot. And then you have the cushions to like try and pad it all around, right? Just in case it hits the floor. Maybe it'll bounce around and right disperse the impact. Anyways, where were we? The Michelin Man-esque anti-craft concept dubbed a Project Rebirth is a finalist for the prestigious James Dyson Award, which spotlights oh, there's a fly in my room. Inventions that can change the world. Project Rebirth is the first AI-powered crash survival system. Reads the description of the pillowy protective measure on the site. It deploys smart airbags, impact-absorbing fluids, and reverse thrust mid-air. So yeah, basically. Turning fatal crashes into survivable landings. Basically what I said. Just at the picture. I mean, anyways. AI sensors can reportedly detect when a crash is about to happen, prompting airbags to deploy and cocoon the fuselage, evoking a giant piece of popped popcorn. In theory, this protective padding ensures that the landing isn't deadly or violent, regardless of the plane's velocity. Yeah, because it's gonna disperse the impact, hopefully. The designers, engineers, Eshel Wasim and Dashsan Shrivastava of the Birla Institute of Technology and Sciences Dubai campus were reportedly inspired by the tragic Air India Flight 171 fiasco in June. Basically, what happened was this, for whatever reason, the plane just crashed down right into a public area, and yeah, it fucked a lot of shit up. The 7878 Dreamliner reportedly crashed in Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad. Sorry, I'm bad. A city of about 5 million people, just 30 seconds after taking off en route to London, UK, killing all but one of the 242 people on board. It crashed into some buildings and After the June 2025 Ahmedabad crash, my mother couldn't sleep. One of the creators wrote, "We kept thinking about the fear the passengers and pilots must have felt, knowing there was no way out. The helplessness haunted us. Why isn't there a system for survival after failure?" The inventors added, "The emotional storm became hours of research and design. Rebirth is more than engineering. It's a response to grief. A promise that survival can be planned, and that even after failure, there can be a second chance." The state-of-the-art AI system works by keeping tabs on the altitude, speed, engine status, direction, fire, and pilot response so it can make an informed decision should an emergency be imminent. If a crash is unavoidable below 3,000 feet, the airbags activate automatically, although the captain can still abort their deployment at this point. The James Bond invoking collision cushions, which are made of layered fabric, shoot out from the nose, belly, and tail in under 2 seconds, absorbing impact and protecting the plane's body. Correct. The Sky High straitjacket isn't the only aspect of the rebirth system if engines work. Reverse thrust slows descent. If not, gas thrusters activate, they write. This reduces speed and stabilizes the plane by 80 to 20%. Meanwhile, impacting absorbing fluids behind the walls and seats stay soft, but harden on impact to reduce injuries like safety-preserving shapeshifters. So basically, they want to try and equip the plane with airbags inside and basically outside. Meanwhile, you would have to retrofit all plane, right? That's a whole, right? That's a lot of money. If they want to put this their consideration, right? Meanwhile, impact absorbing fluids behind the wall and seats stay soft but harden on impact to reduce injuries like a safety preserving shapeshifter. The jet setting engineers say that the airbags can be added to existing planes or installed in new ones, and that they plan to partner with aerospace labs for crash sled and wind tunnel testing. A release date for this groundbreaking safety measure is unclear, but the engineers wrote that they want Rebirth to be tested, approved, and used in real flights. If Wasim and Srinivasan win the James Dyson Award, the winner of which will be announced on November 5th, the duo will get over $40,000 and the chance to start their own business. However, the team claims their ultimate goal isn't fame or financial glory. This competition is our first step into in bringing our vision forward. Not for recognition, but with the hope that one day it may help save lives when all else fails, I wrote. There you have it. So like I said, they basically want to try and retrofit, right, a bunch of safety measures outside the plane and inside the plane. There you go. And then we have ChatGPT is being trained to flag suicidal youth to authorities following teen death, CEO announces. Amid a rash of suicides, the company behind ChatGPT could start alerting police over youth users pondering taking their own lives. The firm's CEO and co-founder Sam Altman announced the 40-year-old OpenAI boss dropped the bombshell during a recent interview with conservative talk show host Tucker Carlson. It's very reasonable for us to say in cases of young people talking about suicide seriously, where we cannot get in touch with the parents, we do call authorities. The tech entrepreneur, techtrepreneur explained, sorry. Now that would be a change because user privacy is really important. The change reportedly becomes after Altman and OpenAI were sued by a family of Adam Rain. That was the recent one that just took his life, right? And then you had the character AI incident, right? So yeah, you're having more and more incidents pop up where people are using chatbots in the wrong way or AI in the wrong way. Anyways, committed suicide in April after allegedly being coached by the large language learning model. The teen's family alleges that the deceased was provided a step-by-step playbook on how to kill himself, including trying a noose to hang himself and composing a suicide note before he took his own life. Following his untimely death, the San Francisco AI firm announced in a blog post that it could install new security features that allowed parents to link their accounts to their own, deactivate functions like chat history, and receive alerts should the model detect a moment of acute distress. It's yet unclear which authorities will be alerted or what info will be provided to them under Altman's proposed policy. However, this announcement marks a departure from ChatGPT's prior MO for dealing with, which involved urging those displaying suicidal ideation to call the suicide hotline, The Guardian reported. Notice how this started coming out as soon as they wanted to lift the restrictions off AI, right? And now you're having a bunch of these incidences where these people are using AI in the wrong way, and they're saying some weird shit and trying to get the AI to say weird shit for them. That's not good. Under the new guardrails, the OpenAI bigwig said that he would be clamping down on teens attempting to hack the system by prospecting for suicide tips under the guise of researching a fiction story or a medical paper. Altman believes that ChatGPT could unfortunately be involved in more suicides than we'd like to believe, claiming that worldwide 15,000 people a week commit suicide. I mean, in a sense, what was it, 40%, right? Basically, 40% of the whole population. Someone's going to commit something. And that about 10% of the world are talking to ChatGPT. That's like a 1,500 people a week that are talking, assuming that this is right, to ChatGPT and still committing suicide at the end of it. The techtrepreneur explained, they probably talked about it. We probably didn't save their lives. Maybe we could have said something better. Maybe we could have been more proactive. Unfortunately, Rain isn't the first highly publicized case of a person taking their life after allegedly talking to AI. Last year, Megan Garcia sued Character AI over a 14-year-old son, Swell Setzer third's death in 2024, claiming he took his life after becoming... Oh yeah, this is the Character AI one. His life after becoming enamored with the chatbot model on the Game of Thrones character Daenerys Targaryen. Meanwhile, ChatGPT has been documented providing a tutorial on how to slit one's wrist and other methods of self. Jesus Christ. You know they're just getting this information because people posted on the fucking internet, right? It has nothing to do with ChatGPT. It has everything to do with people already posting the information and then ChatGPT pulling it up because you asked for that information. Anyways, AI experts attribute this unfortunate phenomenon to the fact that ChatGPT's safeguards have limited mileage. The longer the conversation, the greater the chance of bot going rogue. Correct. Because it's instant, right? I guess it's whatever instance you're on. Once you keep loading it up with like questions and information, it starts to like freak out after a while, right? Even some AI websites will even put in like after a while they will tell, hey, can you refresh because there's too much junk in the trunk, right? But yeah. AI experts, or they tell you to make a new instance chat group or with the AI because you're if you stay too long on that one query or yeah, basically chat bot, it you run into an issue where it just has a bunch of crap in its data RAM or storage. And then when you want to ask it certain questions, it starts, in a sense, re-spewing the same shit or just not new stuff. And then it'll start spewing out some just random bull crap that has nothing to do with what you're talking about. Well, you just need to reset. Anyways. AI experts attribute this unfortunate phenomenon to the fact, ChatGPT includes safeguards such as directing people to crisis helplines, said an OpenAI spokesperson in a statement following Rain's death. While these safeguards work best in common, short exchanges, we've learned over time that they can sometimes become less reliable and long-time interaction where parts of the model's safety training may degrade. The glitch is particularly alarming given the prevalence of ChatGPT use among youths. Some 72% of American teens use AI as a companion, while one in 8 of them are turning to the technology for mental health support. What the fuck? That's insane. Go to a person. Don't talk to a robot. Go to a fucking person. What is wrong with you? According to Common Sense Media Poll, talk to your parents. What is wrong with you? To curb instances of unsafe AI guidance, experts advised don't talk to a clanker. Jesus Christ. Experts advised measures that require the tech to undergo more stringent safety trials before becoming available to the public. We know that millions of teens are already turning to chatbots for mental health support. Don't know why. That's stupid. And some are encountering unsafe guidance. Well, because they're kids. They're asking dumb questions that that they think they're gonna get the answers to. Ryan K. McBain, professor of policy analysis at the Rand School of Public Policy, told the Post, "This underscores the need for proactive regulation and rigorous safety testing before these tools become deeply embedded in adolescents' lives." I mean, it's also the fact that parents have to just make sure their kids aren't fucking like going off the deep end. Right, that too. There you have it. That is the articles.